All right, yes we do. We have TwoSun, and I've been meaning to get this 251 on video. I like it. It's a Wong design. I really like a lot of Wong Den Xin's designs. 14C28 and steel. Carbon fiber, not just on the front, but also on the back. And guess what? It's a contoured carbon fiber. Really like the design. I know he's got some other knives where he's put some of this dragon bumps or whatever on some of the other knives, but this I like. Some of the others maybe not as much, but this one, yeah, I like it. And it's got a real stonewash look to it. A front choil thing, so you can sneak up there and okay. And in typical TwoSun fashion, it's very sharp out of the box. And of course, here's the box with me marking it up because I always want to keep them straight because there is no identification on these boxes. So, oh, this is called the Great Wall. I'm glad I opened the box and looked. It's the Great Wall. See, I got that in the first 2 minutes. You know, it's just like I'm a brilliant mind there. Thank God I marked it down or I'd have totally forgot that. Pocket clip. There's where maybe I would have changed things. Do you ever kind of look at these screws here and go, why couldn't you have just moved this back there and put the screw as doing double duty here? Plus you'd have made it a more deep carry pocket clip, correct? Is it possible? That means you might have had to extend this backspacer down just a little bit more, but would that have been a crime? So, you know, less is better, right? Less is more when it comes to screws. So that would have been something I would have done. Other than that, I don't know if I can fault it. Let's take a look at the size of this knife. So it's not a tiny knife, is it? It's 3 3/4 inches all day long, which is 96, 97 millimeters, but yet it's only 8 1/4 overall length at 21 centimeters. So if you look at 8 1/4 overall length, there you go, right here. Exact same length as the Paramilitary 2. But look at the difference in the length of the blade. Right? Got another 1/4 inch, don't you? Yeah. Now, compare the handle length. That's pretty close, pretty close. Yeah, it is real close. They're the same length. Now, they're not the same weight, I'll betcha. So let's put this on the scales because, of course, the Para 2 is 3.8 ounces, and this is 122 grams. 4.3, so about a ½ ounce heavier than the Paramilitary 2, although this is titanium with a carbon fiber scale over the top. We'll take it apart, take a look inside. If it's like all the rest, it's got ceramic bearings, it's got ceramic detent ball and all that. Let's see if they built the ramp, not build the wall, but build the ramp, the detent ramp for the detent ball, because TwoSun does that frequently, where I've never seen another knife do that, okay? And it makes for really nice action. I mean, really nice action. Does the design flow? Yeah, all the way, blade to handle length. Well, okay, you can't do more than that. And flows right into this bolster really nicely. The machining on here is wonderful. The carbon fiber looks like shred carbon fiber. That's nice. You got a machined pivot here. So we're going to take it apart from the back side, and a nice machined titanium pocket clip. So titanium frame lock? No. It's really a liner lock. I mean, it's funky when I get these because it's really just kind of a thin covering over a frame lock. But I guess you can call it a liner lock on that account. And it's about 35% lockup. So drop is just nice. And is it centered? Yes. Blade play? No. Lock rock? No. Solid. 14C28, and so it's a full stainless. And what's the price on this? Well, I don't know. Use my link going to the AliExpress TwoSun store if you want to just buy it. Or you could check White Mountain Knives. They're USA. So I buy it from TwoSun Knives as a buyer on eBay if I win. Or DWin-99 is the same guy, the owner of TwoSun Knives. So both are his seller site. And so if I buy from either of those, I know I'm getting authentic TwoSun knife. And also the TwoSun knife store on AliExpress. Yes, it's not TWO, it's TWSUN, something like, they've left out the O. But TwoSun on AliExpress, and that link will be below as well. And I have bought directly from that. And yes, the owner of TwoSun told me, yes, those are all theirs and legit and all that. Like the blade shape, I mean, there's just, this design attracts me. It's fairly slender. It feels good in the hand. The ergos are just fine for me. This choil area is not too big. It's fine, okay? And the rest of it's very neutral. And there's plenty of room to put my fingers out there. And reverse grip is comfortable as well. There's no lanyard hole, but there is a lanyard area up here. They cut away that corner. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a cleaner look, actually. But at least they give you a back spacer of sorts, and then they kind of wrap it around here. So, and wow, that's just so nice. You know, this is one, I've got a certain number of TwoSun knives that I've got in a drawer, minus the G10 ones, right? G10's a separate shelf, but this in a drawer with other of the titanium or the higher end ones. And one of these days I'm going to do another video, pull the ones that I have kept, that I have refused to sell for months and months. Not that nothing, you know, nothing sacred here, but, you know, it's just really difficult to get rid of ones that you know are really nice knives. And these are. I saw somebody say, well, you know, TwoSun, they got a bunch of designs out there, but they're just not functional, and, you know, this and that. It's like, what are you smoking, dude? Please mail me some. Because, I mean, I've handled a billion knives, and these are quite functional. Where does this not function? Pierce? Slice? I mean, Sandvik steel? No good. M390? No good. S110? S90V? I mean, what are they? 12C27 and D2. They've done all those steels. And we've tested them, and they're real, and we've done the Rockwells, and they're in the green zone. So, and actually they cut tested with the 124, I think, which was a 12C27, and it outcut D2. So, I don't know. Regardless, I disagree. But I should have just said that. I disagree. But I had to get really intense about that. Now, it's easy to disengage this lock bar. This thing is so fidget friendly. Pass through, not difficult, but it's not really, they didn't bring this down a lot to give you that access, which keeps a nice clean design look, doesn't it? But still, it's easy to disengage. And there it is, it's pass. It's pretty quick over that detent ball. Look at that. See? Yeah, that's not a problem. Balance point, bingo, easy to find, nice, not all that far behind the pivot. So yeah, it's good. So this is always a pleasure. You know why? Number 8, number 8, number 8. So how many Torxes do you have to have? A number 8. That's it. Okay. So we're good with that. Number 8, boom, gone. I find these to be very easy to disassemble. There was one or two back a while, and I'll keep disassembling to check it out, that were not D-shaped pivots and somebody got it Loctited down too hard. But that was a onesie, and that was it. I haven't had one like that since. Now let's see what we got for screws here. This one's shorter. So this one at the rear is shorter. This one in here is a little bit longer. So I'll remember that, hopefully. Oh, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. I didn't have to take the pocket clip off. Obviously, it wasn't screwed into anything other than the scale. And there's your little pass-through there for your lanyard. Hardened steel insert with, ceramic detent. Oh, yes, it is D-shaped. You can see the D shape right there, which is great, That solves your problems right there. And you've got a nice stainless steel washer here, and you've got the nice little track for the bearings to run on. And you've got ceramic bearings, nothing wrong with that, both sides. And did we make a little detent ramp? Yes, we did. Thank you very much, TwoSun, class act. I think their machining is first rate. Fit and finish, first rate. They think about a lot of different things when they do these. And for no more than you pay for them, I still think they're a hell of a bargain. Now, let's take a look at, yes, D-shaped pivot right here, okay? And, of course, you got ceramic bearings, and underneath you've got your steel washer and your blade stop. Now, I don't see any D-shape here, so this is just to engage the opposite side. So, if the opposite side is looking back at the knife like that, then I know I need my squared off piece to do the same. You've got to be like this, or you're going to have to rotate that pivot, one or the other. Of course, there's your back spacer, and that comes off if you need it to. Put your bearings back on here, and we don't need much of any lube. This thing's really smooth, so fidget friendly. And put the bearings back on. Let's give it a drip drop. Come on, I'll just let it gravity feed damn near. Oh, nope, got to give it a little convincing. And I'm going to throw my washer back right there, and then this should kick right on there because it's, yeah, it will. Okay, good. Put my pivot screw back in. The shorter screw in the back. And the longer screw in the front. All number 8s. That's good. And let me see if I need to do anything more radical than just find that end right there. No, it's centered. See if I got, nope, there's no play. How's the drop? Nice. All right, TS251, great wall. Great wall. Yes, it is. Fidget friendly, really nice. Just another great design by Wong Den Xin, and I really like his designs, but oh, there's a whole bunch of other designers, and I'll give you the list down there. Take a look. There's just a bunch. Matt Szymanski and Tepe Designs, and of course Night Morning. Just Jerry Jelly, everybody just doing such a great job. And TwoSun, he's dumb like a fox, isn't he? I mean, he's got a stable of really good designers, and he knows how to make them, so he knows how to take their designs and run with them. It's just great stuff coming out of TwoSun. Take care. I'm going to leave you with it. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, we love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.